Section 1.4, piecework. The objective, to be able to compute total pay on a piecework basis. Essential questions. What is your definition on piecework? And 2, what are some jobs that may pay on a piecework basis? So piecework is being paid for each piece of work completed. What are some jobs that may pay on a piecework basis? Those jobs that, for instance, if you are a person who gets boxes ready to go for things that people have ordered and you ship them out, for every box that you fill and actually get into the mail, you get paid for every box. Not by the hour, for every box of items that you get out. Some other examples. Maybe you are someone who works in a copy shop where you have people bringing in. Maybe you get paid for each copy that you make, or each poster that you make, or each completed chair that you make. Anything that you get paid per item, that is piecework. Here's some examples. Ramon silk screens prints for a local artist who pays $4 for each print. Last week, 75 prints. This week, 71. What is his pay each week? So for week 1, $4 for 75 prints made. That's $300. Week 2, $4 for 71 prints made. That's $284. You can pause the video here, try number 2, see if you get it right, and then you can check back to make sure that you did. Question 2, Val earns $2.57 per printer that she boxes for shipment. Yesterday she boxed 85 printers. What is her total pay? $2.57 per printer. She boxed up 85 printers. So she's going to get $2.57 times 85. Which is $218.45. Question number 3. The sunscreen company sells and installs window film for cars. Sarah manages one of their shops. She reports that during the past week, her shop applied window to 19 cars. It charges $179.99 for a 4-door. And $149.99 for a 2-door. So there's 2 separate prices there. She reports that $3,209.81 in total receipts had been collected. In that week, how many 4-door sedans are there? How many 2-door coupes have been serviced? So in this question, just so that you know, this one on the test will be something that I do for extra credit. So I'm going to explain it. It does have some algebra that's in there, and it's a little bit more technical. So if you get confused, we're just going to make sure that you know that on the test, this one will be extra credit. I do want you to try it, though, and see how you do. So the first thing we need to think about is that there's 19 cars. So we have 4-door sedans and 2-door coupes. So I'm going to say sedans plus coupe equals 19. So there's 19 altogether. You're going to solve that for one of those letters. So sedans equals 19 minus C, and you have to kind of keep that in your head. So the equation that we're going to solve looks like this. The number of sedans times 179.99. So I'll do S plus 149.99 for coupe. And that's going to equal that total price they gave, which is $3209.81. So sedan price times 179.99, and sedan at the S is the number of sedans that there are. The number of coupes times 149.99 should equal the 3209. Well, we know that in algebra you can't solve an equation with 2 variables in it. So since this equation right here is solved for S, this part of it goes in for that letter right there. So we're going to rewrite this just a little bit so that it looks a little different and it solves nicer. So it's 179.99 times 19 minus C plus the rest of it. Okay, now we have the same letter in the equation, so we can solve. So we have to use the distributive property here. So 179.99 times 19 would be 34.1981 minus 179.99C plus 149.99C equals, again, your 320809 number. Okay, now we've got some like terms, so we're going to put these two together. So minus 179.99 plus 149.99 is negative 30. Okay. Now we still have numbers on both sides, so I'm going to subtract 34.1981 from both sides. So we get negative 30C equals 3209.81 minus 3419.81, and we get negative 210. We need to divide by negative 30, and we get C equals 7. So there are 7 two-door coupes. Okay, now if there's 7 of those and there's 19 altogether, 19 minus 7 would be 12. Okay, so 12 sedans and 7 coupes are what we have. Really tough question, so again, this one will be extra credit on any quizzes or tests that you have. I am going to help you set up number 4, and then you guys can finish this one out. And check back to see if you got it right. Dakota works for Arizona Bath Company as a repairman. He earns $12 for each fiberglass bathroom sink. And so for the sinks, $12 and $59 for tub enclosures. Last week he repaired a total of 23 items. So let's do the equation for that one. We have sinks plus tubs equals 23. Okay, we're going to have to solve that for one or the other. So let's do that now. Sinks equals 23 minus T for tubs. We get $12 for sinks. We get $59 for tubs. And they sold $652 worth of items. Okay, now remember that we now have S solved for 23 minus T, and that's going to replace it in the equation. So 12 times 23 minus T plus 59T equals 652. Distributive property, remember you have to take the 12 times 23 and the 12 times T. So 12 times 23 is 276. 12 times T is just that. We put like terms together. I'm going to subtract 276 from both sides. $652 minus 276 is 376. And then these are like terms, so we'll put those together. Negative 12 plus 59 is 47. And we'll divide by 47. 376 divided by 47 is 8. So we have 8 tubs. And remember, we have 23 altogether. So sinks would be 23 minus 8, or 15. You cannot do this one without doing the work. No credit will be given if you don't show work. Good luck. If you have questions on this one, please let me know tomorrow.